Hey everybody, I'm Tommy,
And I'm Patty.
and we are
Alderman Farms. Welcome back to another edition of Hashtag Follow Fridays.
Today we introduce you to T-Hand141 Homestead.
Let's go.
Well, Tracy and Wendy, thank you so much for taking time out to visit with us here on hashtag Follow Fridays at Alderman Farms. This is your opportunity to introduce your homestead and your channel to our viewers. So the floor is yours. Tell us about your homestead and tell us how you got started and what's your story.
We've been homesteading for quite a long time. We started off, we started off in an apartment, and it was a small apartment, but just with canning, and our landlord let us put a garden out behind the parking lot. Then when we moved back up north, we took and we had 2/3 of an acre, so we started gardening and canning. My mom has always canned. Wendy's been preserving food forever, hunting, fishing, and then one day we said, "Hey, let's get some chickens," and then followed the bees, and then the garden wasn't big enough, so we were blessed to be able to get 20 acres up on the Tug Hill Plateau here in upstate New York, and we get pigs in the summer. We do bees and chickens, and eventually I'm going to have a barn, and it's been my life dream to have goats.
It's so funny to hear you say that you started with chickens. I mean, the running joke is the chickens are the gateway drug.
Yeah.
That's very true. Were chickens our gateway, or were the goats gateway drugs?
No, we had chickens
We
first.
did start with chickens first. See, I
did.
can't even remember.
12 Buff Orpingtons.
Yeah, 12 Buff Orpingtons.
Oh, I love
You said
buffalo.
something. Yeah. And they, to this day, they were some of our favorite, and maybe because they were first,
Maybe so.
but now you said something interesting. I know you guys are up in the frozen tundra. In fact, I've got some footage of you shoveling some snow, so our viewers can see that here. But as they see that, maybe they understand why you said you get pigs in the summer. So talk about that. Is that what northern people do? They don't have to worry about overwintering pigs. They just raise them in the summer and butcher them when it starts getting cold.
A lot of us do. It's been last year we had a hard time finding piglets to buy because everyone was selling out so fast. But yeah, we order them. Well, I think we've got to the point where we order them when we pick up this year's. We order them for next year, and we don't have a barn yet. Really, we have a chicken coop and we have a little shed for the pigs. With they're, I wouldn't say free range. They're outside. So, and once you hit about, I'm gonna say October, you start feeding the pigs to keep them warm, and that can get expensive.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people do. There are farms that keep them all year long, and my brother wants me to start raising piglets to sell, and I don't know if that's an adventure. He also wants me to get miniature cows, and I think they're Dexters or something like that. They're cute, they're wonderful, but
Is he gonna buy them for you? Have you seen the price tag on them yet?
I don't know. I will say this, in this whole homestead adventure, he has been invaluable. He built this cabin. It's a 32 by 32 cabin. So I call it the tiny house. But so if he wants me to raise cows for him, eventually when I get set up for it, I'll probably do it, because I could never repay him for everything that he's done for us.
Patty's going to be watching for your Dexter cattle, because that's what she wants. She wants to get some
I
Dexter
really would like
or
to have
some
Dexters.
or some mini jerseys. But
I really think I would rather go with the Dexter because they're more meat too.
Yeah.
They're dual purpose.
Yeah.
So I think I would like to go with the Dexter. We have goats, And we like our goats, and I love the goat milk. The only drawback to goats, there's only one to me, because really the amount of milk a goat produces is perfect for me and Tommy, with
Yeah.
just being the two of us. Now, with our kids and everything, it was nice. We did have a Jersey cow one time, but making butter, making butter
it's tough
with
to
goat's
make
milk
butter.
is hard. I am thinking about getting some Nigerian dwarf
Mhm.
blood in my goats. And keeping some of those babies, because they do have a richer milk, which will give me
Yeah.
more butter fat. And so I thought about seeing about that and see how that works out. But yeah, Dexter would be nice.
The cows, I think, will wait on a little while, but the goats, that's something that, because she had the Nigerian dwarfs and stuff like that, and it was just such a great experience. We could go help her out on her farm, and it really encouraged us to get more land and to broaden out, other than living in the village and on 2/3 of an acre where we could have chickens and a rooster, but that was pretty much it as far as our land.
So tell me about your bees. I was watching with great interest the yellow jacket attack.
Yeah.
The yellow jacket attack was pretty cool. I had a hive that was starting to go weak, and I think the queen had already left, and the yellow jackets just went in there, and it was a wild battle.
So what future plans do you have for your homestead?
We want to just continue to be more self-sufficient. We could probably survive. Well, I'm sure we could survive a good long time, but on our food stores, we can make it probably a winter and a half.
We had some audio difficulties, so we're skipping ahead to a discussion about T-Hand141 Homestead being totally off-grid.
You're totally off grid then.
Yes, solar and
that's great.
generator. Yeah, the only cable coming into our house is the extension cord from the generator. And we
Wow.
use that for coffee, to charge the batteries in the morning, but then when it's sunny and in the summer, we just run it to make coffee in the morning.
Well, I want you to spend a minute and explain to our viewers the sort of content that they can expect to find on the T-Hand141 Homestead YouTube channel. Not necessarily all that you have right now are not just limited to that, but your future ideas about video series and things of that nature.
With our animals, I want to concentrate on the animals. We try to give tips and information as we have learned it. I might not tell you the right way every time, but it's what works for us for the most part.
Yeah, sure.
And we want to be 100% honest with people, as far as if I mess up, it'll make it in the video. Some of the little things is just has an attraction for people that I would never guess was there.
Yeah.
The being off grid, having this seclusion, we get a lot of. We've got some footage on trail camera of fishers snooping around the chicken coop. We've got coyotes, turkeys,
Minks.
mink. Yeah. But yeah, some of that I'm going to get into the videos, and just try to get people as much information on how they can do this. They don't have to wait until they can afford the 20 acres. It starts well before that in the mindset, and just trying to be more and more self-sufficient.
That's a great message. Patty talks a lot about bloom where you're planted.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Tracy and Wendy seem like very, very nice people. A lot to offer.
They've been at this a long time.
They have, and I know that I'll learn a lot from her. I saw a video that they have. Well, I mentioned that earlier about them canning turkey. So
Yeah.
that's something that I have got to learn.
And
how
you
to
know,
do.
when you're 100% off grid, sometimes the audio is not as good as you'd like it to be.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we apologize for the little glitches there, but we fought through it.
Yep.
And you guys have learned enough. Now, you know the drill.
That's right.
We want every single one of you to hop over to T-Hand141 Homestead's YouTube channel. There's a link in the description. There might even be a card right up here right about now. And you need to go over there, subscribe to their channel, click that little bell. At the time of this video, they have 71 subscribers. And that ought to be illegal. They are putting in a lot of work. They have a lot of experience.
They have a lot to offer.
They have a lot to offer
They
to the
do.
homesteading community. So go subscribe, ring the bell so you get the notifications, and hop on at least one of their videos and comment that Alderman Farms sent you there. Will you do that for us?
Thank y'all so much. I know you will.
Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Alderman Farms for more riveting content just like this. Thanks, guys.
Have a great day.